First of all, understanding the value that our veterans bring to our community. Someone who signed a contract to support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America literally put their life on the line for the freedom that we all enjoy. But that freedom comes with a price that has been paid by men and women who've taken on that role to be the defenders of freedom for our country. If you've ever seen a movie about war, you understand that war can be pretty nasty, and the wounds and the trauma that is carried by men and women who've put on the uniform is something that left untreated can destroy their life. So Warrior Set Free is a part of addressing the trauma that veterans have suffered through military service. Probably the most famous statistic currently is the veteran suicide rate is double the civilian, if not more than the civilian population. There was one study that came out from the VA that said 22 veterans per day are killing themselves, as opposed to eight to 10 civilians, so more than double. That number gets modified a little bit every year, but that number 22 veterans a day is almost one every hour. So veterans are carrying the pain of their service, and some are killing themselves every day. Many others are dealing with addiction, dealing with the mental battle of processing what they did while they were either in combat or even overseas in areas we weren't in combat. But being away from home, being away from family and friends is a strain on the soul of the veteran, the family who's living without their parent for a limited, for amount of time while they're gone. Some process it really well and go on to be great citizens, and others carry that pain throughout their entire life. The classic is a veteran who says, well, I don't talk about the war. They're still carrying pain that they're not willing to address and deal with, that they may carry for the rest of their lives, and it can continue to be a burden for them until they process it. So that's the problem that we deal with the veteran community. What it could look like is these men and women can be free from the pain of their past. Set Free Ministries has been helping people for years deal with the pain of their past. Warrior Set Free focuses on the veteran community and the pain that's associated with military service. So as a veteran myself, I participate in a lot of the veteran communities, veteran organizations in an effort to meet more veterans and to team with these other organizations. And many of them have an opportunity that they want to share with a veteran, whether it's a ticket to a sporting event or a hunting or a fishing exercise. Anybody that's trying to help a veteran, I'm a fan of theirs, and I want to be on board with what they're doing. But some of these organizations, they, with all the best intent, will throw an event for veterans, whether it's fishing, hunting, sports, whatever it is, and at the end of the day, that veteran still has that issue. If they had a bad night's sleep and memories of combat and nightmares during that night, and they go and they have a great day on the water fishing or in the woods hunting, at the end of the day, they still have that trauma that it hasn't been identified. And even the physical aspect, if someone loses a leg or has an injury from combat or military experience, our VA is very good at addressing the physical. It's that spiritual aspect that a lot of these organizations don't touch on. The VA isn't digging into. So what we do with Warrior Set Free is really focus on the spiritual health of that person. We do a spiritual kind of evaluation with them. Where are you in your faith? Where are you in your trauma, your pain that you're processing? And in helping others to learn the skill set to be able to help more veterans, we touch on 5 different aspects. One of the aspects we touch on is the truth. And the truth is that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and that true freedom, true peace can be found in a life of faith. We also help them understand that they might not be believing the truth about what they've been through. Identity to a veteran is very important to all of us. It's very important. But many veterans focus on who they were when they were in the military. And they may look at themselves as someone who's who's a has-been who did the greatest things they've done already. We help them understand that they still have value, they still have a role to play in both our community and our society and in helping other veterans. Purpose, there's a great phrase in the military, task and purpose. This is your task, this is your purpose. And many veterans, whether they're retired or they're disabled from an injury, they don't feel like they have a purpose. We can help them understand that they are greatly valued by our country, and they have a purpose to be able to help others both grow and become stronger people. The leadership aspect of the military is phenomenal. There's probably not a better leadership organization in the world than the United States military. And these men and women who served our country have an opportunity to be leaders in our community, in our churches, in their families. And it all starts with a foundation, and we help them grow from their foundation to once again be leaders in who they are. Community is vital to the success of anyone's life. Having people around them that they can trust, that they can do life with. There's never a time in the military where you are told to fight on your own. From day one, we have a battle buddy. And many people, once they leave the military, lose those relationships and that community that they have with fellow veterans. So we help veterans connect not only with other military service members and veterans, but also with other great people who want to help them grow in their faith and become who God wants them to be. So if any of this has piqued your interest, we would love to connect with you through warriorsetfree.org. And we want to know who you are. We want to lock arms with you and show you that you can be a part of the solution to help these valuable Americans who have made a great sacrifice for our freedom. So we believe that a life full of purpose and faith is the answer to help veterans win the battles that life throws at them, and we'd like you to be a part of that.